Hey guys, this is CeeGee with CardRunners.com coming at you with the next episode of Quick Mix. For the next game, I decided to do No Limit Single Draw. This game is one that not a lot of many people are familiar with, but is played in a lot of live mix games, and the new edition of Full Tilt Poker is back, so it's going to be in 10 game as well. You can also find single draw in a lot of different tournaments, mixed game tournaments, of course. During the World Series, there's two really good single draw tournaments, and I'm sure a bunch of people are going to be a little bit upset with me after sharing some of this information, but I feel like this is a great game to address. So jumping right into it, I'm going to kind of take it easy at first because I don't think we have any, or if we do, have very little information on single draw on our website. So I'm just going to start off with the starting hand requirements. I'm going to address mainly 6 or 7 handed because that's the format that most people are going to play this in. You may be playing it short-handed, like 2 to 4 handed, but for the most part, if you play this in a tournament or if you play this in the 10 game mix, it's going to be 6 or 7 handed, 7 being the most possible people you can have in the hand at once. So the current meta was pretty much developed a while ago, and not too much has changed because of how simple the game is. What is always changing is the meta that you might have with someone else. And that's going to pretty much outline how you're going to develop a strategy throughout the whole game. So let's talk about, in a vacuum, so we don't have to get really confusing really fast, what kind of hands that we're going to want to play. So first I'm going to cover some drawing hands. One draw to a 10, as I outlined here, is generally going to be a decent starting hand for most positions. Early position, it can be very marginal depending on how the table's playing. If the table's playing super tight and there's antes in the game and it's a decent structure, which there usually is, then opening with like a 10-8 draw or something like that, even sometimes a 10-9 if there's no like straight possibilities in the hand, is okay. I would rather open stronger 10s. Obviously, the smoother the better. So something like 10-5, 4-3-2 is going to be the nuts, and any kind of draw with a 10-5 or 10-6 in it is going to be relatively good. One draw to a 9 is going to be a very strong hand. Can be played from any position. Generally up front, it's going to be in the classification of strong 10s. I would say weak 9s and strong 10s are very similar. The smoother, obviously, the better. And other than first position, I'm pretty much playing any one draw to a 9 though. When deciding whether or not to play these hands, as I stated before, the smoothness of the hand is going to take into a big account. So always be sure that you're not drawing to something like 9, 8, 7, 6, or a hand kind of like that can make straights, because obviously it's going to affect the amount of outs that you have. Unless it's a type of hand where you think it's strong enough to go ahead and try and peel one card. One draws to an 8 sometimes can be okay like that. One draws to an 8 or 7 are premium and pretty much can be played from any position. If someone opens and I'm in position, sometimes I'm going to be 3-betting them. This is going to highly depend on where they're opening from. If someone's opening from earlier position, then this is the kind of hand that I'm going to 3-bet. Or if I'm raising myself, if I'm opening the pot, I'm pretty much going to open this from any position without a sweat.